Good afternoon. This is the Smoke That Thunders Off Air, and of a very beautiful guest today, a Habesha queen, as you can see for yourself. Her name is Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Sean.
And how long have you been in Poland?
It's been around 4 years now.
Yes, it's almost time it takes to have the Olympics. So in that large duration, what's been the most difficult thing for you? Because obviously coming from Ethiopia, where the primary language is Amharic, and they're coming to Pirogi land, where everything is in Polish, and obviously there is an Ethiopian minority, but then it's not as many people as it was in Ethiopia. So what's been the adjustment like?
So clearly, I can't speak Polish yet, like most of us
Here,
do. That's the main challenge, I think I would say, because going out and trying to communicate with people or trying to buy some groceries or any necessities that you need, and the people not being able to clearly communicate what they want to say and what you want, like you can't even ask what you're looking for directly because you can't speak the language. That's been such a challenge for me. But I try to learn those 10 words, dziękuję,
Dziękuję, proszę.
proszę, and I manage. I use my translator everywhere I go. Yeah, I think that's the main
And probably a follow-up to that is, I know Ethiopia is, like I said, it's mostly Amharic.
Yeah.
How does it feel like having to speak English for basically 90% of the day, and then maybe for like 30 to 35 minutes you get to speak Amharic? What's that been like for you?
I mean, it's exhausting. To be honest, because in Ethiopia, most of the people speak Amharic. Even like we only get to speak the language at school, and then after we leave that, it's always Amharic. School, like after you leave the classes that you're attending, you always speak Amharic. So it's been a bit of a hassle, but then you manage. I watch a lot of movies. I try to listen songs, podcasts, and read a lot of books to adjust my language and try to better myself each day.
Can you imagine? And obviously your English is amazing, by the way. Are you from Addis Ababa? Oh, lovely. So you're a big city girl. So you were a big city girl in Ethiopia, you're a big city girl in Warsaw. Give me the differences between being a big city girl in Addis Ababa and being a big city girl in Warsaw.
I would say because back home I used to be surrounded with my family, and I had a strict parent, so
As most Ethiopians do.
I wasn't allowed to go out much. But here I have the freedom to do whatever I want. Doesn't mean I will do bad stuff, but I have the freedom to go out and try to explore and see new things. And there are a lot of new things here compared to Ethiopia and Addis Ababa. So it's more freeing, I would say, and there are a lot of new things to do, new things to experience. Back home when I was there, most of the things were very limited. The activities that we can do, it wasn't very open for hobbies. But now I see that it's very developing through social media. Of course, I haven't been there.
Which you are part of.
So I think that's the difference between
With the two big cities. Talking about social media, the first time I saw you was you were wearing this fluorescent Ethiopian dress, and it covered you from head to toe, and I found it very beautiful. Beautiful girl, beautiful dress, and I'm genuinely an admirer of Ethiopian culture, except eating raw meat. Other than anything else, I love. And I want to ask you, as someone who also creates content to some extent, why are you so open to showing your culture to the rest of the world?
I mean, like you said, like we have a very beautiful culture, beautiful people, very diverse, and I think people should know Ethiopia, should like explore and get to know it really, because the people are very beautiful, very kind and nice people. So I try to showcase that and be a representative in a way so that people get to experience us.
So people get to visit Ethiopia through Sarah. That's the dream.
Yes.
And we have been visiting Ethiopia through you. And I also noticed that you also do makeup. And I'll probably ask a technical question, as in, for your makeup, do you do it the European style, or is it something you've always done even when you're in Addis Ababa?
So I haven't been a makeup girly for the longest time. I have started doing it when I came to Poland.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I like to be creative and see myself through other people's tutorials or something like that. But I wasn't very much of a makeup girly. I'm just learning to love it yet. I wouldn't say I am a makeup content creator or something like that. I just share my journey of getting ready or showing my day or something like that. I'm not particularly a makeup content creator.
Oh, okay. Now, of which I do agree that you're more than a makeup content creator, because obviously you showcase Ethiopia. And also, what made you start content? Like putting your content so publicly where people can judge you, can hate you, can love you, and basically everyone is a judge and an audience to whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that's very true. So back home, I used to be this social butterfly girl.
I can tell.
So I used to be that, but when I came to Poland, like we were talking earlier, I came to Lublin, where I couldn't communicate with anyone, and the people don't know me. Like, there's no space for me to go out and connect with people. So that put me in a bubble whereby, like, I just stay in my room and then get reserved to myself. So I felt like I was suffocated in that process. So when I came to Warsaw, even though like I didn't have much friends, I just tried to create something for myself to see, like, to make videos that I see on my TikTok and not just consume, and then try to connect with other people as well. So that's how I started my TikTok journey, I would say. And I have connected with a lot of people, that it has brought a lot of opportunities for me. And I made friends in that process, and I get to be the social butterfly that I am.
That you are. So, because I always say that Poland is not only cold in the geographical sense, but it's also cold in terms of interpersonal relationships. You know, there's always that phrase, the Polish smile, where like they're smiling, but they're not. And I can imagine you being a social butterfly. Didn't you feel caged initially when you first arrived?
Very much so. Like I said, like I was really suffocated. Like I wasn't being able to express myself fully. So like even when I meet the people that I might know because they're from Ethiopia, I used to be like reserved. Like I don't want to express myself that much because I felt like they might judge me, or they might say something like, what is she doing, or something like that. And with the Polish people, a lot of them weren't open, and like you said, they're not very smiley and they're very cold. I mean, there are some people that are very, very nice that I've met to my journey, but so that made me be like very reserved and
Give it to hour in your legs.
Yeah, I kept myself very away, like from people.
Yeah, nice. And probably my last question is not technically a question, but it's more like, is there a phrase or a statement that you got from this confidence seminar, if you're listening?
Yes, I was listening. You? I wouldn't say like a phrase or like it's an idea of it. Like it's not us that do the work, but it's Christ in us. So we try to be confident with a purpose that He gives us and try to see ourselves in a way that He sees us.
All right. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed this so much. I'm applying for my Ethiopian passport. So this will be good for some Ethiopian points in the future. Thank you so much. And this has been the Smoke That Thunders Off Air with this lovely lady, Sarah. And that's a wrap.